Welcome students.
We are excited to announce our free online classes for placement preparation, GATE and NPTEL courses.
Hello students, now today is the new lecture and this is a series Computer Organization and Architecture. So in this lecture we will explain everything from first to 30 lecture. These are total 30 lectures. So this is the overview of this lecture. This is the first lecture. In this lecture today we will explain the placement. Okay, we will explain the placement problem. Many placement problem we will solve, and we will discuss about the instructions, data and information. What is the actual definition? Second, what is the input output according to the artificial intelligence? What is CPU and processor? What is the register? What is the ALU including artificial intelligence, control units and memory units, all type of memory we will discuss, and the modern architecture of artificial intelligence, okay, the cache memory, and we will discuss about from first to sixth generation as well as quantum computing and supercomputer. So we are adding most of the competitive problems today if you are preparing for GATE, okay, and for your university exam, okay, your university exam, and for the net also. This is very important, so don't miss the lecture. Now this is the course overview. Before starting this lecture you must know the digital electronics, and now there is a very important topic. What is the course outcome? The first course outcome according to the unit 1, we will discuss about the computer hardware. In the second unit we will discuss about the addressing mode. Third unit we will discuss about the arithmetical operation. Fourth unit we will discuss about the control unit and memory, and fifth unit we will discuss about the pipelining and microprocessor. Now these are the total number of 5 units in the first unit. This is the syllabus: unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4 and unit 5. Okay, we will cover everything one by one. So now these are some books. This is very important. If you want to learn, you should open it. And this is our total lectures from 0 to 30. Okay, so past year CAT solutions we will discuss. We will discuss about the GATE solutions, the NPTEL solution, placement solution, quiz and basic concept. Now this is the first lecture. In the first lecture we are discussing about the basic architecture. So basic architecture, if you are talking, so this is the basic architecture. So what is, how the computer is working actually? So at first this is the input. Okay, a computer processes data through 5 main hardware component. One, this is 1, and this is 2, this is 3, 4 and 5. Total 5 hardware component. The input takes user data. This will take user data, okay, and then the memory unit hold it. So the input data the memory unit will hold, okay, and after then the ALU calculate it. Okay, the ALU will calculate it, and after then in between the control unit will directly traffic. Okay, it will directly traffic, okay, how much traffic is there by the help of signal unit, and later finally the output will display. It will go to the memory, and at last the output will display in your final result. So these are the basic architecture, how the computer is working. Later we will discuss. So now here this is the diagram. Okay, this is the diagram already we discussed. These are the 5 basic units. Okay, now the first one, if you are preparing for the placement, okay, so during the placement the panel members, they ask very basic questions, just like they are asking about the information, na, and instructions, data, programs. What is the definition of program? What is the definition of data? Actual definition. What is the actual definition of information? So now this is the placement problem. In the placement problem, what they are asking, the what is the actual definition of data as well as information. So actual definition of data, Okay, data means this is raw as well as unauthorized. Okay, there is no meaning. So if you want to make it meaning, so that is the meaning of information. Information means these facts are analyzed, structured. So structured, meaningful is called the information. The, and third one, what is the definition of instruction? Instruction means a command. Okay, instruction means a command. Now we will discuss about another topic. The topic is instruction is the command. Okay, but actual definition of instruction means this is the smallest atomic command. This is the actual definition of instructions. And what is the actual definition of program? Program means a set of instructions, or the another definition is an organized sequence. Okay, organized sequence of instruction. Organized sequence of instruction is called the program, and instruction means atomic command. So if there are many commands, okay, there are many command, so this set of command, okay, this set of command or sequence of command is called the program. Okay, this is the actual definition of program. So this is very important during the placement. Now we will discuss about the input units. There are many type of input units. If you are in class 6 or if preparing for the competitive exam, so these are the old education. Keyboard is the input unit, mouse is the input unit, scanner, microphone and joystick, etc. These are the input units. Input unit means you are using keyboard, you are pressing some alphabets, so you are giving signals. Means giving signal is called the input. This is the definition of input, giving signal. Now see here, according to the artificial intelligence, what is the input unit? Now here input unit is speech and voice recognition. So you can see that you are using computer or mobile phone, then you are speaking, your Alexa is translating this speech to text, okay, and text to image, or video something, okay, opening any websites. So speech also is also the input units. Biometric, many people they are going to the college and you are giving the punch, okay, so this punch also input, okay. Biometric scanners. Similarly gestures, the police to verify the criminal background, they use some gestures. According to the artificial intelligence, they check some gestures in railway, especially in railway or airbase. If a person has some any criminal issue, means police are thinking some people have criminal issue, so by the help of motion and gesture they can identify the person is the criminal and a criminal background. So this is also basic. This is the fifth generation input, and similarly touch also. So these are very important. Before it was the old, now this is a new one. Now similarly there are output unit also. In output unit we will discuss about the monitor, printer, speaker and plotters, headphones like this. But according to the new fifth generation, the output units is also as well as Alexa also, or just headsets or audio, these are input as well as output. You are speaking in mobile phones and same times the mobile phone also reading the text, so this audio also input as well as output, okay. You are giving the signal and you are getting the signal by the help of signal decoding, then you are getting the output. So the output is according to the fifth generation, these are the outputs, okay. Now we will discuss another topic. This is very important. We are going to the CPU. We will discuss about the CPU. So now students, the CPU is the brain, okay. What? CPU is the brain of the computer. Number first you have to remember. Inside CPU, actually this CPU is responsible to complete all the tasks, okay. Suppose okay, later we'll discuss. At first, in the CPU there are total number of 3 components. Number first is ALU, control unit and registers. These are the 3 components. And the modern CPU, if you are discussing about the modern CPU, this is the placement question. The modern CPU is the Intel Core Ultra series. This is very fast, and This time we are using the Ryzen 900. Okay, this question asked multiple time in your competitive exam, so this is very important. So now next topic is the register. What is the register? Okay, you have to remember what is the register. Register is fast, smallest storage system. Okay, all type of actually all data must go through the register before the CPU can process it. You have to remember it. Okay, now there are uh, many types of register. In the third unit we will discuss. Here we are discussing some small definitions of every topic. Okay, because we have to cover each and everything in the first lecture. So total types of this one is, first is the accumulator. This accumulator is the general purpose register, and second is the program counter. It is keeps track of executions by storing the memory address of the next instructions. And third one is the instruction register. It's hold the actual instructions that the CPU is currently decoding and executing. And this is very important, memory address register. It's hold the exact memory address of the data or instructions that need to be read from the return to the main memory. And after then, memory data register, MDR, this is also very important. It's act as a buffer, okay, to hold the actual data being fetched from the storage stored in RAM. And similarly there are other things, flag and status register. So this diagram you must remember. Okay, if you are uh, learning for your exam, okay, your CAT exam, so this diagram is very important. Now uh, now next we will discuss about the ALU, okay, arithmetical logical unit. So now what is the arithmetical logical unit? So most operations execute in this ALU. It's perform logical operations using NOT, and OR. So first competitive question, these three are the universal gate. Number first, NOT is the smallest transistor. Okay, it is the smallest. Number first. Second, this is a universal. Third, suppose you want to add two number a plus b. So at first these two operand, already we have written these two operand are in register, because register is holding the address. Okay, so these two operand are in register. So this addition will perform in ALU, arithmetical logical unit. Actually, okay, all operations will execute only in ALU. Okay, all operation will execute only in ALU, and at last the summation will stored in memory, and at last you will get the result. Okay, this is a diagram how the computer is performing. Okay, so now next we will discuss this is how the program is working. Okay, so this structure you have to write in your, this diagram you have to write in your in your exam, CAT exam. Okay, C exam, semester end exam. So control unit is actually controlling the traffic. Okay, control unit means it is controlling the traffic by the help of signal unit. Okay, so this is a memory. So whenever you are performing any task in ALU, after then the data will be go to the memory, and at last you will get the result. So this is a diagram how the input, output, ALU, memory and control unit are working. So now next, already I told ALU, arithmetical logical unit. So all the arithmetical operations will be finished or will be completed in ALU, and all the logical operations just like AND, OR, JOR, NOT, है ना, these are performed in this ALU. And similarly bit operation, bit shifting. Okay, later I will show one diagram. Bit shifting also performed in ALU. And last one is the comparison. This comparison also performed in ALU. So this you have to remember, okay, for the competitive exam as well as for your semester end exam. Now this is the bit shifting. Now you can see how the bit are shifting. So there are many types of bit shifting, left and right, okay, just like arithmetical shift and logical shift, rotate shift and rotate through carry. So such type of bit shift are performing in ALU. Now I will show some questions so easily you will understand. This is the first question, gate question they asked. Here the question based on compiler designing, but this is not a compiler designing because the question is related to ALU actually. So what is the question? The question is, he is asking this 3 plus 1 plus 5 into 2 divided by 7 plus 2 minus 4 minus 7 minus 6 upon 2. Okay, this question. And suppose he has given this condition, plus is the highest and left, okay, associativity left, and minus is the high and associativity right, and then multiplication is medium, associativity right, and division is low and associativity right. And he is asking what is the actual answer. Now you should try to solve this question, came in 2024 in GATE. Okay, so now I will show how it is working. If you have written this question in your copy, now I will show how it is working. Now see here, at first I will write, okay, the first priority. You should write also what is the first priority. Okay, I will also write so easily I can explain also. The first one, minus, multiply and division. The first one is the high, okay, rank 1, this is the high, multiplication medium and division is low, and this is left, and minus means right, and middle is right, and low is right. Done. Now I will go to the answer. In the answer part, now see here, answer part. So your question is, again I am writing the question. Okay, I am writing the question. What is the question? You should write the question also. So this question is equal to, sorry for that, question is equal to 3 plus 1 plus 5 into 2 divided by 7 plus 2 minus 4 minus 7 minus 6 upon 2. Okay, this is your question. Now what is the answer? Answer I have written here. Okay, so now see here, your question is equal to 3 plus, then after then 1 plus 5, okay, then into, then 2, okay, then 7, okay, then plus, then 2, then minus, then 4, minus 7, minus 6, and upon 2 something, this question. So already I told plus is the highest, rank 1. So at first you will perform only the plus. Okay, this is 1, huh? This is 1. Now see here, at first I have written the bracket. So plus is the highest, so at first I will add everything. Okay, so 3 plus 1 I will add, plus 5 I will add. So 3 plus 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I will not multiply. Then after then I will go here. Minus is second highest. Okay, so I will perform all minus. Okay, so 7 minus 6, 7 minus 6 is equal to 1, 4 minus 1 is equal to 3, 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. So at last multiplication is the third. I will multiply, then I will divide. Okay, so the actual answer is equal to 6. So how to solve such type of question? So they are asking very simple question. Now I will show next question. The next question is the left shifting. So what is the question he is asking? Has include stdio.h, unsigned int num, int I, scanf, percentage of u, address of num, for I is equal to 0, I is less than 16, I plus plus, printf, num is left shift I, and this is, now there are two operators, one is this operator and second is this one. Okay, so this is bitwise. Okay, this is bitwise, you know, and this is logical operator. Okay, now see here, so this is bit. So what is the meaning of this? I will check its bit and I will check its bits, then at last I will take the decision. So here this is a comparison operator, this is a, if it is yes, then 1 will print. If it is no, then 0 will print. Okay. So now what is the answer? So to solve the question, you can also try what is the answer. Okay. So this is came in ISROOT CSE 2017. Similar same question also 2025 also came. So now this is a final answer. Now see here, easily we explain. Num left shift I and num. Now this is your number 00000. Okay. So MSB is equal to 0. Output will be 0. Now you left shift 1. You are left shift 1. You can see left shift 1. So MSB again 0 because MSB is 0. Again left shift 1. Okay, MSB is 0. Similarly like this, and at last you will get the 1 will be come here. So once MSB is equal to 1, then you are getting 1. So this is your result, final result. So what you are getting actually, the result is equal to, your result is equal to, it's a print binary equivalent of sum. Okay. So now next question. Now this is very important. So we solved some questions. Now we are talking about the fifth generation. Okay, fifth generation arithmetical logical unit. Fifth generation arithmetical logical units.
Our mission is to help students achieve academic and professional success.
We will guide you step by step with high-quality learning resources and practical problem solving.
So the fifth generation, to manage the actually billion of transaction in a single chip to perform the task. This AI means a fifth generation ALU utilize the dynamic voltage and frequency for logic operations and proceed with optimal power efficiency. According to the fifth generation, the definition of ALU. Okay. So now we are going to the next topic. This is very important. The fifth topic is very important. That is the control unit. Actually, what is the meaning of control unit? It's a control all operation number first. You have to remember, it's a control all operation number first. Second, it control by the control signals and timing signals. It's a control by control signals and timing signals. Control units decode the instructions. Third, this control unit decodes the instructions. Okay, this is the third one. It is very important. And the main thing I am saying, it's direct and coordinate the operations of the computer by fetching, decoding and executing instructions and managing the flow of data. Okay, managing the flow of data across the memory and ALU. Now if you will see, this is the control unit, how it is performing. What I told, it's direct and coordinate the operations of the computer by fetching, decoding and executing instructions and managing the flow of data across ALU, memory and peripheral devices. Okay, so how it is working? There is a signal unit, okay, as well as control signals as well as timing signals. Actually, control unit means it is controlling the traffic. Just like you have seen, there is a road and there is a one person, he is standing and a traffic controller. So this is a actually control unit. Okay, it is controlling the traffic. So if you are talking according to the you can see also there is a diagram. Okay, if you are working in any industry and you can see there is a management. Okay, or you can say boss, and how he is managing to everyone. Okay, these are the workers. Similarly, such type of situations you have seen if you are working in any industry. Okay, or any company or any organization. So control unit means it is trafficking the controls. Okay, the system. Okay, sorry. Now if you are discussing about the fifth generation control unit, so fifth generation control unit, the artificial intelligence create a logical to control the operations like translate visual unit inputs and vocal commands and real time instructions into executable command. Okay, so many people they are learning this ULSI, ultra large scale integration. This we are using in this fifth generation. And second, natural language processing. We will also create one video and how what is the natural language processing and how it is working. So now here we will not discuss more because this now students, and what is the memory unit? So this is very important. Last this if you'll see last semester and as well as in competitive exam, this question came multiple time. Write about the memory unit. Okay, 5 marks question, and this is very important if you are preparing for the net exam or any other placement problems. So memory is essential component of a computer system. It is responsible for storing data and instructions needed for processing. It's enable CPU to execute program. Okay, this is the definition of memory. So memory, actually these are two types. Number first is the primary memory and second is the secondary memory. One by one we will discuss, and you already know hard disk, RAM, ROM. Okay, one by one we will discuss. But CD and DVD, these are the outdated. Floppy, this is the outdated. Memory card also now most of the people they are not using because we are learning now the quantum computing and है ना cloud. So no need to store such type of data in your pen drive or tape. So now the next one is the memory unit. What I told, the memory unit is the essential component. This definition you have to remember. Okay, it is the essential component of a computer system responsible for storing data and instructions. Okay, and why we are writing here instructions? Because RAM. Okay, so what is the meaning of RAM? Later we will discuss. Okay, so now the first meaning is memory cell. Memory cell, this is the smallest storage unit. Number first, this is very important. Later I will show why. That hold 1 bit of data. This you have to remember. Memory cell means this is the smallest unit that hold 1 bit of data. Second, this is also very important, word or byte. What is the meaning of this? A word is a group of bits. The group of bit is called the word, or you can say 1 byte is equal to 8 bit. And third is, what is the meaning of capacity? Capacity means the total number of bits a memory can hold. This is the meaning of bits. Okay, now you can see such type of diagram you already seen. Okay, here we are holding the address. Okay, so these are the address. Now this is the full diagram you have to write in your exam. In the full diagram you can see memory two types. One is the primary and second is the secondary. So primary, there are also two type. One is RAM and second is ROM. One by one we will discuss. RAM also two type. One is the static RAM, second is the dynamic RAM. Okay, similarly ROM also there are different type of ROM. Some is erasable, some is not erasable. Okay, and secondary memory also there are many different types: magnetic tape, magnetic disk, and optical disk, and flash memory. Okay, so one by one we will discuss everything. This diagram is very important. Why? Because last time also they ask 5 marks question, and this is also very important for the competitive exam. And now what is the meaning of RAM actually? Whenever you are opening the program, means your laptop, okay, when you open the laptop, once you are opening different application, so you are opening different applications, so many processors or codes are working. These codes are executing inside the RAM. RAM means you have seen your laptop RAM is equal to, before it was 2 GB, now known is 2 GB, nowadays 16 GB or 32 GB, getting, nowadays 32 GB. You can also change the RAM also in your laptop. Okay, suppose you have 16 GB, you can also increase the size. So RAM is the this is the temporary memory. Number first, temporary storage. This is the temporary. What is the meaning of temporary? Once you will shut down your system, all data will be vanished. Meaning is this. Okay, you heard also the this word volatile and non-volatile. Okay, so this is the temporary storage. Number first, random access memory. There are two types of RAM. Number first is the static RAM and second is the dynamic RAM. What is the meaning of static? This is very fast. Okay, you used in cache. And second is dynamic memory. This is slower. Okay, if you'll compare with static, this is slower, है ना? So this is the main difference. Now we are going another. What is the meaning of ROM? So ROM means a read-only memory. So this is non-volatile. What is the meaning of non-volatile? You can also understand like this: when a person born, okay, when a person born, okay, so there is a gene actually. Inside the gene there are some information. By the help of this information, the human shape like this. You can see that human cannot birth horse or cow or any other animal. This is not possible because all information are inside the gene. So your gene behavior, gene is also one type of memory is there. Okay, this is just like ROM. So ROM means a non-volatile. You cannot erase it. When the company they manufacture the laptop, at that time they inbuilt one chip. Okay, this is the ROM and some information are there, and that store essential instructions permanently. Okay, and it is also the very important, it holds a system firmware means just like security guard. Okay, and boot instructions. Once you are opening your system, one green signals, you have seen some signals. Okay, and after then the operating system will load. Okay, before operating system something is working, the code, that is ROM actually, based on ROM. So there are different types of ROM, and one is the MROM. What is the meaning of MROM? This is a pre-programmed. Okay, and second is PROM. PROM means user program, means user can write the program. And third is EPROM. EPROM means that is ultraviolet erasable, means we can also erase also using the ultraviolet. And EEPROM, that is also we can erase also but electrically erasable. And flash memory, this is very fast. Okay, USB drive. Now next, this is also same what I told. The main memory is very fast, it's very costly. Number second, very expensive. Programs in their data must be stored in main memory while it will be executed. And also this is very important, it is just like semiconductor memory, you can say. Its speed is very high. Memory contain a large number of semiconductor storage cell. Each cell is capable to storing 1 bit of information. This is very important for the competitive exam as well as for your CAT and C exam. And cells are proceed in a group, fixed size. Cell means fixed size is called the word. This is very important to provide easy access. Now this is very important. What is very important? I will show something. A number of bits of each word is called the word length. Okay, and now I will say, you can see when you go to buy a laptop, then 64 bits, 32 bits, 16 bits, such type of name you heard. Okay, so this is the word length actually. Okay, this is the word length. Now we are going to the next page. The next page, this I was talking about it. So computer. Okay, so you can see that while we use the 8-bit modern computer architecture. Now today this is the 32 bits and 64 bits. So what is the meaning of this? Nowadays we are getting such type of computer. Its architecture is based on 32-bit, 64-bit, and before it was 16-bit. What is the meaning of 16-bit architecture? It means that one word total size is 32 bits. What is the meaning of 64-bit architecture? One word is equal to 64 bit means 8 byte. Okay, so if its a size architecture is 64 bit means it is very fast. Okay, now we will go to the next topic. The next topic, this is the placement problem. You have to solve this question. This question came in your competitive exam. Dash is the maximum number of bits that a computer can process a time. What is the answer? You have to write in the comment box. Okay, I am not explaining because already we explained its answer. Okay, now next, so we talk about the modern architecture, bit size. Already we explained, है ना? So you can see nowadays 128 bit, 256 bit, 512 bits registers are available. Okay, if register is 128 bit or 256 bit or 512 bits means it can store more data, so its speed is very high. Registers is 512 bits means the laptop or such type of microcomputers are very expensive. You have to understand. And third one is the 5th generation architecture. It is based on ultra large scale integration, ULSI. Later we will discuss again, है ना? VLSI, ULSI, okay, parallel and architecture of this 5th generation. One by one we will discuss. Now here, this is the overview, and now we are coming to the what is the case.
Join our learning community and start your journey towards success.
Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to receive.
Thank you for watching. See you in the next class.